In this video, we'll be assigning registration numbers to our anglers and to our teams, actually. So we'll do both. And to do that, we're going to jump right into a tournament. So here from the tournament setup page, there's two ways of actually doing it. You can see from this registration, we already have 8 anglers signed up. And so these 8 anglers, probably what we're going to do with them is we're going to do that manually. But there's also an automatic version, which I'll show you a little bit later. But manually, the simplest way is to just click an angler. Let's say you're assigning a Lily Hammersmith a single registration number. We can click Edit Angler, and we can put an registration number in the registration number field. So we can just put 0001, and now she is now 00001. If I save this and when I click her name again, I can see her registration number there, 0001. Perfect. Let's say I wanted to do it in order of their registration date. So the first person who registered gets 0001, the second person registered gets 0002, etc. I would want to reorder this list so that I see them in the order of their registration date. So I do that by clicking registered anglers, and I click reorder anglers, and I do it by registration date, old to new. Old is greater than new, and of course, we get them now in the list of registration by registration date. So Lily being the first one, she gets that 001, which we'll keep. Joe Porter is the second one. So we're going to click edit and we're going to click 0002. Perfect. Great. It's fine to do this manually. It takes time. You can do that, and you can do that same thing with your registered teams. You can click the Blue Miracle, for example, and he's already got a registration number, but I can go in here and I can actually change it. I can set it to, let's say our teams start with 1. So we do 1001, and we can save that changes, save those changes, etc. So we've got that. We can do it manually first. You can also do it automatically, which again I'm going to show you in just a little bit. But our teams, we have a special tool for our teams because a lot of times you want to set your like boat numbers, registration numbers as your boat numbers, or starting numbers for your boats. You can use a tool that we've got for your registration numbers for your teams, and that tool is available right here on the buttons just below your tournament settings. Add boat numbers to teams. So we're going to click that. And what shows up here is the ability to add boat numbers to teams. And it says choose where to save your boat numbers. And you've got two choices. You either save them into your boat name. Some tournaments like to do that, but this actually has an effect that it actually changes the boat name across all your tournaments. So I would recommend that you use, if, when possible, your team registration number field, which is what we were editing manually before, and it would affect only this tournament. So I'm going to click team registration number, and right now it's defaulting to them ordered by registration date earliest first. So our earliest people who registered, and then those who registered later. And we can see that our teams already have some registration numbers. What we could do is, if we wanted, we could override those boat numbers and apply boat numbers automatically. So we can auto apply boat numbers to teams below by in order, um, and by clicking this button, we now can set them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by registration number. If we wanted to do it randomly, we could do that as well. So we could just switch this over to randomly, apply boat numbers randomly, and if we click it, now we get a random order, and we can click it again and again and again and again, and just keep changing boat numbers manually or randomly until we get one that we like, and we can save those boat numbers. So I like this randomness. That's great. Hit save boat numbers. These boat numbers have been added, and now when we go to the, let's say, the Blue Miracle, we can see its registration number is 2, Carpe Diem, registration number is 3, Endless Summer 4, Gone Fishing 5, and Real Matters 1. Perfect. Um, and if we wanted to redo that again, let's say somebody else registered and we wanted to do it again, we could always go back, choose that registration field, and change our numbers however we want to. Perfect. So What we're going to do now is we're actually going to try doing them automatically, which I think is a lot easier, especially when you haven't opened up registration. You can set your registration numbers automatically by the system, and the system will determine the registration numbers instead of us doing it manually one by one. How do we do that? Under tournament settings. And if we click the registration tab, if you kind of scroll down just below all the required fields, you can auto assign these registration numbers, angler registration numbers, and team registration numbers automatically. So what we can do is, let's say our angler registration numbers, we can have the system auto assigning it and just start from whoever registered at 0001 and counting up. System is smart enough to know that if 0001 is already used, which we set for Lily Hammersmith, then it will just automatically go to 0002 and start counting up from there. The other thing we can do is we can go even one step further and we can assign custom registration numbers based on their division. So for example, we've got some divisions here, adult, junior, just those two divisions for our anglers. And let's say we wanted to set custom registration numbers based on that division. We can select that and then click this button, edit custom angler registration numbers table. And now we can set different registration numbers based on their division. So juniors, let's say, will start with 1, and our adults, let's start with 2. So our juniors, next junior who registers will get 1001. The one after that will be 1002, etc. And our adults, the same thing, 2001. The next one after that, 2002, and so on and so forth. So let's hit save changes on that. And let's say for our teams, we can just have them registering with numbers starting from 0001. Perfect. How does this work? So we already have some registration numbers here. I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to hit save. And when I go back to Lily Hammersmith, I'm going to hit edit again. And I will get this little box now that she doesn't have a registration number. It says assign next available registration number. That way I don't have to know what the next available registration number is. I can just click this little box. I'm going to hit save. And when I go back to Lily, she's 2001 because she's an adult. And Bill, I'm going to edit him. He doesn't have a registration number, so I'm just going to double click that little box. And he's an adult, so he'll get 2002. And if I go to Bill back again, he's got 2002. Joe does have one. Remember, we set this up before. I'm going to get rid of it. Save it. And when we go back to Joe, I'm going to auto assign. And he should get 2003 if he's an adult. He is. Don't we have, we should have somewhere, maybe I think Ava is a junior. No, John is a junior. Someone's a junior in here. This guy, me, Michael Rodriguez is a junior. I'm going to auto assign him, and he should get 1001 if we don't have that already used. And if I click that, there, his registration number is already set. This works with your online registration form as well. Anybody registering through the online registration form is going to get that next available registration number automatically. Here, when you're manually registering, you're going to click that box to make sure that they get that next registration number, or you can manually assign them. And that's how registration numbers are assigned both manually and automatically in the software.